Hello, welcome back to Sunless Sea. I'm Agathis and I'm online, and we are now on our third captain after our second captain was recently brutally killed, and we are at Mangrove College. We've done basically everything that we can do here. We've taken on a couple of passengers and a few other bits and pieces, so we are ready to move off. Next stop, good question. Next stop basically is to just explore as much of this as we can. I think I will head straight north from here and see what comes up. Keep an eye out for anything good for killing. Any low-level sea monsters that we can get rid of. The odd pirate or two would be okay. We need to get. We need to find some of the old. Whoop! What's that? Something's got us. Nope. Nope. Not taking you on. We need to find some of the older locations that we previously knew about. Places like the Funging Station. Melting Isles is to the south. Let's check that out. Oh, is that undersea? That's underwater. Okay. That's underwater. Let's go. Let's hope we don't get mobbed by something again. Ah, right. The impolite investigator's question. The impolite investigator approaches you, smiling. Now we're safely submerged, I have a question, citizen. I have discovered that several crew members are attracted to you. Would you become intimate with any? If so, who? How would you engage, and why haven't you indulged yet? That's interesting. So, we can refuse to reply. This is not a topic we wish to speak about with him. Respond with a secretive smile and let him draw his own conclusions. Threaten to keelhaul him. Or eye him hungrily. Isn't he just delicious? Oh, okay. You need menaces unaccountably peckish. That's some... I think that's some form of cannibalism. Does he want to play the voyeur? If so, you can arrange for him to be jettisoned from the submarine and dragged along. Maybe he can peek through a porthole and find an answer himself. Secretive smile, I think. That tells me everything I need. I know where to make follow-up inquiries, but before I go, I'd like some specifics. I already have some theories about your predilections. Would you confirm some of the details? I gave him all he needed for an answer. Right, where was that location? Here somewhere? Let me get this just right. I can't zoom in any more than that. Okay. Did I get this wrong? Is it on the shifting isles? Did I get this wrong? Is it up here actually? No, that's not a location to dock in. Okay, that didn't help. Something's not quite right there. Anyway, let's move on. Can't be standing around here all day. Swallowing Isles to the northeast. Sure. Swallowing Isles. Next. It's not a port, it's just a location. I get it. Right. That makes sense, I suppose. Here's something. Some sort of island. Come on, Seabat. Another enemy ship. Not going near it. Gator's Morn to the north. Yes, we want Gator's Morn. Gator's Morn is where one of our passengers wants to go to. That we picked up in the last episode, I think. Yeah, all clear. Here it is. Oh, Ecan Rock. Gator's Morn's over this side. Gator's Morn's in a completely different place to last time. It was, I think last time Gator's Morn was over here somewhere, wasn't it? I think. Anyway, wherever it was, it's here now. Gator's Morn. The maw is a stalagmite, vast as a crag, and its foot has no safe harbours. The Corsair citadel nestles halfway up. An intricate system of winches takes the strain, and your ship rises slowly from the sea. Her hull creaks in protest. Grizzled sailors groan and cling to stanchions. Higher, higher. Now the undersea shimmers like glass below. Children clambering in the crevices cheer and wave alarmingly. The winch motor slows, and you hang in a cradle next to a red-bowed pirate cutter. So, we can have an evening at the Arrant Limpet. We can explore the Morn, introduce Blemigans to the Morn, something we've never been able to do. Drop off the shady sort, yep. Collect ill-gotten gains, hear rumours of the pirate poet, and gather intelligence. Well, let's drop off the shady sort. She inhales the air and smiles, perhaps for the first time. As I remember it, she remarks, less mud, more rum. Business concluded. Excuse me. At the winch head, a deferential fellow in fustian waits. He bows to the shady sort. Pleasure as ever. You, he barely favours with a glance. Excuse me. He presses a heavy purse into your hand. Small coins stained with salt water, but together they amount to a tidy sum. And that's it. We've lost a shady sort and gained 120 echo. Okay, quick little quest, no problem. Let's hear rumours of the pirate poet then. Landlubbers fear pirates. Pirates fear the poet. Lies, nonsense, glimmers. Some say she's a clay man who freed herself with the power of verse. Possible. Others insist she's the personal muse of the king with the 100 hearts. Unlikely. One claims she sails on a living ship made of the still screaming skulls of her victims. More sober voices mutter that no, it's just an Alcaeus-class vessel. Whatever the truths, few have fought her and survived to tell the tale. Only the bravest of captains risk the lonely parts of the sea where her flag is said to fly. So, we need to find her and kill her again. We don't need to lose terror here. We could explore the Morn. Let's just do that. Explore the Morn. There's a surprising quantity of actual landscape on the Morn. It's vertical, admittedly, but once you find the beast paths and urchin roads, you can traverse it as you would a rocky moor, with an additional throatful of lurching terror. The view from above. A high place. The sea like a rippled sheet of night green jade. The roof of the neath above, bellied with stalactites and pricked with false star. Look out across the water. What are you thinking of? Your future. From up here, your future looks glorious, if not exactly bright. Okay. So that's something to do with our objective. Your past as a poet. The years before you went to Z, days of honey and roses in Hollow Street, long walks in Tyrant Gardens with very special friends. All the wide black Z, where does it end? I'll pass as a poet, I think. You found inspiration and more. If your old companions could see you at the helm of a ship, it's better pay than writing, and that's the least of it. I've gained 5 pages. That was really good. Very happy to get 5 pages. Anything else to do here? I don't think so. No, I think we've done everything we need to just now. We need more veils. That's what we need. Let's give this a go, though. 40% or 39% chance. We can try and gather intelligence. Gator's Morn swarms with pirates, smugglers, and captains of uncertain allegiance. You could learn a lot here, but you'll need to go carefully. A dislike of spies. You and one of your more villainous-looking sailors join a dice game. Dice game? Villainous looking, but you knew for a fact that she tithes to charity and has a delightful singing voice. The topic turns promisingly to pillage and ambush, but your sailor is a little too forward with her questions. There is a scuffle and a stabbing. You escape. She does not. Okay, we failed. We still got our port report, but we gained terror and lost a crew. So that's not great. Crew are worth between 5 and 10 echoes each. So, probably not worth it. But, what can you do? Right, what else we got? We could buy we could buy fuel. Overpriced fuel at that. We could buy a concealed compartment or sell some of these sort of counterfeit or otherwise illegal goods. But no, I think we'll move on from here. Next stop, let's just keep going north, I think. Off we go. Seabat, what you got? No islands within range, okay. Let's have a quick submerge and see if there's anything down there. I'm just curious to see if there's any swirly things or free things to pick up. There's a current here which is going to take me sideways a bit. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool little effect, that. Nothing in particular here. Nope. A diving suit floats past the glass. That's a rock of some kind. One more ping, let's have a look. Nope, looks kind of empty. Alright, back to the surface. Oh, what's this? This looks like... is this the... Abbey Rock? Yeah, Abbey Rock. Good to stop in here. Oh, there's a crab down there. We'll eat that later. Abbey Rock. Here the Grim Sisters' lair. A black spit of an island, far from anywhere anyone would want to go. And that's how the Sisterhood likes it. Here stands their fortress convent. There are bear traps that look friendlier than this. Compile a port report. It is unlikely to be eventful. Nothing is happening. The sisters watch us. We feel their eyes. The sea crashes on the rocks, withdraws. The fortress stands stolid as the last year of a century. The greatest peril you risk here is a certain purpleness of prose. We can watch the convent, wait a while and see what happens. Like huge and deadly herons, the sisters stalk along the very tops of the walls. You watch through a spyglass as they leap and whirl, slashing at each other with a variety of frightening weapons. God, one of them just turned a somersault. Alright. They'll buy supplies. We've never sold them one. So, there's nothing interesting for us there. Let's move on. We've discovered Flitterstone, we've discovered Abbey Rock. Send out the sea bats. Oh, hello. Back up, back up, back up. Come to me. Thank you. Shepherd Isles is to the northeast. That's fine, we'll go to the Shepherd Isles. Oh, are we basically back at London? Jellyfleur's End. The Gillyfleur is a young jellyfish, a lesser subspecies. Do the dreams of jellyfish become real? In any case, now it's a sad slick of goo dissolving into the sea. Let it disperse. Watch its oil rainbow colours fade. A face? From above, the Jellyfleur's cap does look a little like a woman's face. She dissolves like smeared paint. Yeah, we're nearly back at that lighthouse. Let's see. Up here. To the northeast. Restless nights. In the watches of the night you pad softly past the hatch of the crew quarters. A man cries out softly in his sleep, desperately. Another. We'll inquire about their dreams next morning. 67% chance. Give it a go. Eye and a face. The whole neath lit up like a snuffer mask. There's something in the roof, Captain. It is a roof. It's watching us. Eyes and a face. Eyes and a face. Yes, you say softly. You lay your hand on the Zayla's burning forehead. There are storms in the roof. Hush. We won't join them yet. We gained 10 terror, but we did gain 20 fragments. Not worth it, in my opinion. Yeah, 20 terror is a lot. We need to do less than that. Horrors below. Zaylas at the rail call softly. Something swims beneath the ship. Oh, I saw it looking up at us, one says, his voice a tremble. Call them away. Don't look. Bring out the nets. Well then, let's catch it. Let's try that. 43%. Canst thou draw out Leviathan with a hook? Your crew attempt to dissuade you, but you are determined. The nets and harpoons come out and you busy yourself. The sea roils. The ship pitches wildly. Below the ship, for an instant, you see a vast eye glare up, golden as a lost sun. Sailors cry out and fall to their knees. It closes and the sea is dark again. So we gained a tale of terror, but we lost one hull. We gained 5 more terror and gained 5 fragments. So that's okay, I guess. Right, all clear. And this is Field Haven. This is Shepherd Isles. It's fine with me. Wolf's Rift, whatever that is. Shepherd Isles. Of course, there are no actual shepherds on the Shepherd Isles. Sheep are mostly illegal here. No, indeed, it's just the name of the gentleman what found the islands. Greybeard, sitting in the village square, nods solemnly. No sheep, one says, but plenty of tails. Ask us anything. So we can have a tale of... Well, we can have a picnic. We can have tales of the standing stones, tales of the graves, tales of Thornwell Croft, tales of the rest of the Z. If we give him wine and some supplies. A port report. Oh, yes, 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 my eyes, there's been things going on. In the bleak light of the false stars, surface boiling like a porridge pot, up with a roar of steam and a flash of fire. 3 widows swim in, tentacles. Then we saw his highness. There is rather a lot of this material. We can take the Sigil Riven Navigator for 50. We don't have a navigator yet, do we? No, we don't. So we'll take you. Let me guide your ship. I know all the Z, how it was, how it will be. Please, the headaches only stop when I'm working. The navigator is a first officer who increases mirrors and veils. That'll be nice. Thank you. The nonsense here was a distraction for a while, but only the Z can help me now. Oh my god, the air. It's clear already. Let me chart a course for you. Ah, my head. Okay. So it cost us 50 echo, but we got a first officer now. And a chief engineer. Oh, we got 2, haven't we? She gives us 6 veils, 3 iron engine power. He gives us 8 veils and fuel efficiency. I'll take the fuel efficiency for now. And we have one more encounter we can take. Let's start at the top. It's Tales of the Standing Stones. The bearded villagers are happy to talk about the local sites. Well, site. A long way from home. You heard of the pillared sea where Rem lies? Wise men from Rem came here, 80 years ago. He planted 3 pillars. They were big as fingers when I were young. Now they're as you see them. In my son's time, they'll be big as dock cranes. Okay, we gained a memory of distant shores. And that's all for now. We could buy supplies here, but we're generally okay. What is next? I wonder. We could head over this way to Frostfound again. Let's keep going north. We'll divide this place up as logically as we can. We're just wandering around at this point, gaining port reports and seeing what we can see. Oh, here we go. Some sort of island. And this is Pigmote Isle. Whoa! Oops. Wrong button there. I started repairing. That's okay. I used up 1 supplies. Pigmote Isle. It's good to be back here. 2 houses, both alike in dignity. On a lonely desert beach, there is no habitation in sight. No market, only an old rotting dock. A stretch of sand thickens into deep black earth from which sprout stunted palms? Not quite. Tall fungal growths with frond-like caps, as if someone had sculpted the ear of a tree from a mushroom. Let's see what awaits us. War? As you step to the quay, you hear clamour, shouts and shooting. You can see, off in the distance, smoke rising from beyond the hill, and dots of fire flecking the horizon. 2 tiny figures stand a little further down the quay, unmoving, as if awaiting your approach. The following is an extract from the popular diary of a Z captain, from London to Irem and what we did there before we arrived. Washed ashore on Muttle Island and subsequently serialised in the Unexpurgated Gazette. The author's identity remains unknown. The Tale of Pigmote Isle, in which a delegation is made, a choice is presented, war is declared, a most singular treasure is sought by all, and a new empire is founded with tooth and claw. Chapter 1. The Delegation. The figures were rodents. To my left, a Rattus Faber, wearing goggles, a blacksmith's apron and an assortment of tools. To my right, an unusually large guinea pig, wearing a helmet and breastplate reminiscent of nothing so much as the high Middle Ages. The Rap stepped forward first and bow. "Welcome, Captain, to Ratstar Island." Maybe more of a Cockney. Welcome, Captain, to Ratstar Island. I am Edgar, Second Chief Engineer of the 3rd Rap Guide. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice." The rat stepped back. At precisely the same moment, with what appeared to be the ease of long habit, the guinea pig scuttled forward and made a declamatory chirp. "Welcome, Captain, to the Isle of Cavia. I am Lady Augusta Devereux Swinch of the Blackwater Swinches, sentinel to our King Gracenor, first of his name. I invite you to avail yourself of food and fuel at our expense. The only cost to you is a choice." The two stood at attention, looking at me expectantly. We've done this before, so I'll go ahead straight away and make my choice. I sided with the Chief Engineer, because we did the Sentinel last time. He seemed grumpy but honest. Also, I knew all too well what rat-made weapons can do. I extended a finger to the Chief Engineer, who shook it grimly. The Sentinel hissed and chattered her teeth in disgust, but kept her distance. "You've made the right choice," said the Chief Engineer. "Let me show you around." So we gained fuel and supplies. The Chief Engineer led me to the northern side of the island, skirting the chicken woods. We passed through a number of what can only be termed checkpoints, as fierce-eyed rats shouldered their derringers and saluted the Chief Engineer. Soon we come upon a small colony, smaller than some of the infestations I had encountered in London flats. Perhaps only 50 Rattus Fibre altogether, working diligently to fortify their side of the island. The first thing I noticed was a brilliant light, beaming out from a stump of chickenwood about 6 feet high. It bathed the whole settlement in a clean blue glow, and was almost too bright to look at. By its light, I could see several raised mounds of earth, suggesting shallow tunnels. An efficient fishing operation was set up by the water, an albino rat mending nets while others stabbed sharpened sticks into the waves. Further inland was a barracks, where a sergeant barked drills at a small squadron of fighters. My arrival drew attention, and several rats paused in their work to look at me curiously. "Welcome to Morinia," said the Chief Engineer, voice warm with pride. "It's not much to look at now, but it will be once we've rousted the cavies. Take a stroll around while I summon the War Council." With that, he vanished into one of the mounds and left me to explore. Well, explore we shall in the next session. Thank you very much for watching. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel if you'd like to. I will see you in the next episode. Let me know down in the comments which way I should be going on this. We've done this before, but there's a chance to do it all again. I'm Agathis, I'm going offline, and I'll see you next time.